everyone! Today I'm bringing you my long-awaited office tour. Yay! I'm so excited to share it with you. This video has been a month in the making and it is finally ready to show you. Obviously I will show you around my office in this video, but first of all I thought I would talk through the process, a little bit about why we've done it, how we've done it. So let's start from the beginning. So the room that I am currently in, this is my new filming room slash office slash studio. However, it used to look incredibly different. So this was the room in our house that's kind of like the stuff room. We called it the spare room. Wasn't the spare room at all. My dad and my brother ride motorbikes, so all of their like motorbike gear was in here. Old chairs we had, old duvets, you name it, it was shoved in this room. Then my older brother moved out, so his room has now become the stuff room. So that freed up this room, so that is why it has become my studio. Obviously doing YouTube is my full-time job now. I am loving doing it, and I was feeling like I needed to switch it up a bit. I was getting a bit bored of the background in my videos, and I just wanted more options. I wanted to feel more like a job and not just something I was doing in my bedroom. So my mum and dad first decorated this spare room when they moved into this house, I think about 22 years ago, and by now it was well past its sell-by date. The wallpaper was old-fashioned, the wardrobes were old-fashioned, everything just needed updating. It was the one room in our house that just didn't seem to fit. So the first thing we did was emptied out all of our stuff from the room and put it in my brother's old room. But we did have a massive clear out as we did it, so we've got a lot less stuff now. And then my mum and I started to strip the wallpaper, so we finally berid the awful green. After the wallpaper was gone, we had the ceiling resurfaced. I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest with you. It was that really old-fashioned kind of like bumpy ceiling before, and now it's flat. Once that was finished, my dad rubbed down the walls and my mum wallpapered it for me. I chose to go for plain white wallpaper because it's the best filming background. Once the wallpaper was up, the next job was to paint it. So I went for a matte white paint. I didn't want a silky finish because of my studio lights. Obviously the main purpose of this room is to film in, so if I had painted it and then found that there was a flashback from the light in the background, I'd have been so annoyed. So I thought about that from the beginning and I thought matte is the way to go. The next step was to rip up the carpet. This took me and my mum literally half an hour. It was so satisfying. Cutting the carpet, ripping it up, felt like a right builder. And then we had the new carpet fitted. I went for this light grey. I didn't want to go for white because obviously there's going to be makeup tutorials and stuff happening in here, so I didn't want that risk of dropping like a red lipstick on a white carpet. And it was at this point where I knew my colour scheme was going to be white and grey. Once the carpet was down, I got building. I started to build the 2 desks that I have in this room. The majority of the furniture in this room is from IKEA, purely because it was cheap, so I didn't have to spend too much. I have finished the desk. I've bought my little office chair in here. I've got my new lamp, and this is what it's looking like. I'm very excited about it. I think all the furniture I bought came to about £250 in total, which personally I think for restyling an entire room isn't bad. The next thing I had to do was my wall of fairy lights. You can buy what are called curtain lights, which are the ones which are all attached at the top and then they just hang. However, I am such a perfectionist. I use clear command hooks at the top and at the bottom, and I literally do this with a long string of fairy lights because then they're equal distance, they're all straight, they're tightly hung. That is probably one of the longest processes of doing this room. I also chose to get a made to fit blind. I have got a plain white roller blind because I thought I could film close-up makeup looks in front of it. It gives me another white surface, and generally it just keeps the room looking really bright. So that is why I have gone for the plain white roller blind, and it is also blackout, so I'm not going to get any weird lights if I'm filming in the daytime or in the nighttime. And I think that is pretty much it for the story of the transformation of this room. So without further ado, I'm very excited to show you around. So should we just get on with it? Let's go. So that is it for my office tour. I hope you love it as much as I do. I'm so excited to start filming around in all the different areas. So obviously, thank you so much to my mum and dad for helping me with this room. I absolutely love it. It's exactly how I pictured it. And I was a little bit sad at the beginning of the process and I drew it out and it looks pretty much spot on. Leave a comment down below. What is your favourite part about this room? I want to know. I think my personal favourite part is the geometric shelf. I absolutely love it. And obviously the YouTube plaque. But thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and you can see my videos every week, twice a week. But I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!